Welcome back to Left On Red, produced by GoLoud with me, Julie Haynes.
And me, Brenda Dennehy.
Julie the pranker, huh?
Oh, come here. Like, you'd want to be up very early in the morning to catch me.
So
Nice
this morning,
try.
yeah, she copped me. So this morning I came into studio and I had every intention to prank our Brenda. And I was chatting about it on my Instagram since yesterday. And in the bitch, even though I had her blocked, she couldn't look at my stories. She went away and signed into her dog's account and watched my stories. And as I'm pranking her, she's just looking at me laughing. And next thing she played my story, was like, I know all about it, Julie. Just give it over.
Well, when you said, you sent me a message saying, oh, I'm up in Dublin and go meeting your man, I was like, what the fuck? So I was actually logged out of my own account because I log out of it come 7 o'clock every evening. And then I had Winston's account open. So walkies at Winston, I looked and next thing I see you going, right, so I'm going to catch out Brenda. What prank can I do? I was like, oh my God, look at your one here. And then I said, right, I'm going to screen grab that and I'm going to play that to her face tomorrow. I didn't know when I was going to do it to you.
Yeah.
But then you started sending me messages, oh, I'm dying. Well, I was like, oh, are you? You were like, what time is the podcast? And I just said, oh, I don't know what time is. Ask Siobhan, our producer. And then you said you were in the Gibson Hotel at like 10 to 11. And I was like, God, girl, do you want, no, you said, I'm green, I'm so sick. Do you want to leave it off? Then I said, and then when I came in, you looked very nervous and I seen the phone going. I was like, she's fucking recording here now. She's recording.
Oh, it was good. So I wanted to pretend to Brenda that I kissed Greg O'Shea yesterday.
And I said, oh yeah, he's a girlfriend. I actually don't think he's a girlfriend.
No, I think he's single. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be nice. Well, you have a fella. Tell me about your fella.
Oh yeah, we're texting. Like we might be meeting up now later as I'm travelling back down to Cork.
You know well you're going to be meeting up with him. Cop on.
I'm very nervous. I just want to speed home.
You know well, like you probably say, oh yeah, I might. You probably time and place planned and all.
But you see, no, we actually don't because I actually ended up getting the train. I was going to drive up, so I got the train. So if I get the train down to his junction, he'll have to collect me, and like I can't walk off the train.
In the car.
Oh, Bob, he was hardly standing there, isn't he? No.
Oh, he can't be. No, if he's in the car, it's okay. But
if he's in the car, it's okay. But then I don't know what car it is. So you know that.
Oh God, yeah, you're looking for the car.
Oh no.
Oh, hold on. When he's waving at you, if you can't see him, but he's waving at you, I'm over here. That's.
Oh no, I'll have to walk. But I'll just jump back on the train. And I'm nervous as well. Imagine if you got out of the car and was standing there by the barrier.
No. I'd overlooking the barrier.
Oh yeah, no.
And then when you get into the car, are you going to kiss him or what? What you do?
I don't know.
You just go hi.
I don't know. No, now you're making me so nervous now again. What should we do? Like, hi, how are you?
Hi. Have the sunglasses on anyway.
Oh, definitely the sunglasses on.
That.
But then what about, this is me thinking actually earlier on the train, what about if I had the glasses on?
Yeah.
And then he wanted to like kiss me, right? Can you kiss with glasses?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, can you?
Oh, you'd be able for the glasses. Yeah. No, you'd be able for the glasses. And then take them off in time.
Yeah, okay.
Have them on at the start anyway. But then it depends what kind of way the kiss is going to be. Is it going to be tongue or is it just going to be lips?
Brenda, will you stop? I want to go home.
But this is all the stuff you have to think about. No, you're going to be sick on the train.
I'm sick? Oh my gosh.
I'm going to be sick for you.
Oh, I won't be able to get my words out. Like, I could not string a sentence together now when I first get into that car.
See, I think you'll be very shy then. First of all, for a while.
I'll chat away, but nervously, but everything will come out wrong. Like, I'll probably say, like, instead of, hey, how are you? I'd probably say it backwards.
Yeah.
How are you? Hey.
Because I genuinely hadn't been talking to you about them all week. Have you been ringing each other on the phone or just WhatsApps and stuff?
No, just WhatsApps.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You don't want them ringing.
I couldn't.
Either. No.
See, that's another thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, when you first start talking to a lad on a phone and you want to hang up or whatever, I don't know how to wrap up the phone call. Do you know what you like? Go on away, I have to go.
Yeah.
And it's whatever, hang up.
Yeah.
But it's kind of embarrassing. Do you know, or is it just me?
Oh no, because I always have to be the first one to go.
Yeah, but
I don't want them to
do you
hang up
feel it's embarrassing though? But like, okay, so I have to go. So I don't know.
Well, you have the twins. Even if the twins are at your mother's, you can be like, twins are calling me there.
I pretend like
you know.
Yeah.
Pretend.
See this?
I know.
Everything.
I'd be the same. What's wrong with them? They want to like FaceTime you.
Oh, never. Never
FaceTime.
You know,
during the pandemic when people were doing online dating and doing the FaceTimes, Oh, my friend, she did 6 or 7 of them. She loved them.
Oh, no,
I'd
no
be
way.
fucking sick.
Sick. I hate a FaceTime.
Sick. And you can't use the filter, like. Be
No.
grand if you could use an all Instagram filter in the FaceTime.
Yeah, especially on a date with a lad, like,
Yeah,
but
especially.
no way.
Oh, my God. I'm going to be sick for you.
Do you know what? That's one thing. I'm so happy I'm a woman because, you know, like men things like, you know, leaning in for the first kiss. I couldn't do that. Oh, she'd be waiting.
No.
She'd be
How
waiting.
did he kiss you the last night first, actually?
I can't remember. It was a fucking blur. But he definitely made the first move. Like,
Oh, and see, the thing is, do you know what me then, right? Do you know what I do?
wow.
I'm like, look, I'm going to shift her. What's the
Do
story?
you?
Yeah.
I know.
I do because, sure, I've intrusive thoughts all the time, right? So imagine my intrusive thoughts, right? Okay. So like, oh yeah, last fella now I was with, which, oh my God, was September. fucking timber.
Yeah.
Even a shift, like. I remember I was like, come on to fuck, I don't do this romantic stuff as in like, oh, do you know what I mean? All this kind of thing and, you know, look into each other's eyes and stuff like that. I was like, listen, what's the story? Are we shifting or what?
I can't
Yeah, I
believe
can't.
you. I'm
let's
so...
get it over with and done with here. And
if he says, okay, so like,
Just
you
shift.
put your head in.
Yeah, would ya?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't do the romantic thing.
Oh no, I would vomit all over.
And
her
even if
shoes
it
I
was
said
for
that.
the other thing as well, I'd be like, listen, do you know what I mean? What's going on here?
For the old 1 2 years.
Yeah,
feel
I'd
like
straight,
it's-
like this romantic carry on. Nah. I'm just like, there's an elephant in the room here. We both want it, if it's shift or whatever, right? And I'm just like, come on, get on with it. I can't do the awkwardness.
Yeah.
I can't because my head's about to explode with nerves and everything.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't do the romantic.
Fuck yeah, because
I don't do the.
Gosh, a prayer.
I know, yeah. Like that's probably where I'm going wrong. But there might be hope for me yet because my latest thing now is I'm after updating my Bumble bio that I'm a big lover of golf. So I'm going to attract the rich crowd now.
Go on, do you
Gone
want to play
mad
golf?
Don't play golf. Did have a few shots before on a golf course, like, because the mother used to play it, my father plays it, and my brother's big into it. And I was on Netflix, and I was like, what do I want to watch? And there was like this thing called Full Swing, and it's basically, would you ever watch Drive to Survive? Formula
No.
One thing. Well, you see, that wouldn't be typical stuff we'd be into, but like my sister now, and I know a lot of girls who got into Drive to Survive. It's about Formula One, and I'm addicted to it now. But like with the golf as well, I got big into the golf. Like, it's in all week now. I was watching coming home now on the tube yesterday, and like, I mean, I'm going to the US Masters in my head.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm
yeah.
going to Augusta next year, like, so massive into the golf. So I remember one lad I was seeing last year. Now, he was nice. He was massive into golf, and I was just kind of like, so boring. But then I was seeing a lot of fellas, and they're into the golf. So I'm after updating on my bio, big lover of golf.
Big love.
Big lover of golf, yeah.
Yes.
If he takes me to a golf course now, what kind of a swing have you? I'd tell him of a handicap of 2, whatever that is. I think it's handicap, I don't know what it is, but handicap of 2 or whatever, I don't know what it is. But yeah, so I got mad into the golf. You'll see me now, like, go on the course now next.
Do you know what? Actually, talk about golf. It just reminded me of this story. We were out in North Carolina just before I went to Australia with my mum and my dad. We were visiting family out there, and my cousin brought my dad to a golf course, and my brother. And then hit the fucking ball into a lake or something like that. So my dad being like, fuck this, I'm going down and getting the ball. So my dad was like, you know,
my God.
but like, yeah, trying to, like, he had his hands in now trying to look for the ball, all right? Him and my brother. Next thing, all the security started running down the golf course. There could be a crocodile in there, get out!
Oh my God.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Your dad, no, he would do something like that.
Typical.
He would, wouldn't he?
Absolute.
What was he? I
donkey.
can imagine him on the golf course now with the bag.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't there. I wouldn't go.
He'd have to,
Kidding
like,
me.
he'd probably have Sean carrying the caddy bag.
Yeah,
He'd have
probably.
Sean carrying the caddy bag. And he would know, would be doing what you're not meant to do on a golf course, smoking.
Oh, smoking.
He's probably smoking a fag while he was teeing off.
Oh, you know him
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
The
that's-
cigarette, like.
Oh, that's a great memory.
Oh, it was funny though, but I had no other news. I'm actually back out walking a lot now as well
Good.
this week, yeah. Like, I was just saying on my Instagram stories yesterday, like, before I went for my walk, did you see this or are you blocked?
Well, you're blocking walkies at Winston and me for what? You better unblock me now.
I will let it
Get off
block
this, I
there
listen to
now.
stories, like, to be honest. Did you get soaked, saturated, wet?
No, I didn't wet my pants, but I thought I might have.
Oh God, go on.
Yeah, you know, before I went out for a walk,
Yeah.
like in my head now, I have to map out
Where are you going?
where if I do have to go to the toilet, where I could stop. Like I knew I was passing Christine's house, I knew I was going to pass Tara's, and I knew I was going to be passing Dunn's and Super Valley. I was like, good,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not awful. Is that just
No. Well,
all day? Are you like that?
I do need to go to the toilet quite a lot because I drink so much water, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be mapping it out.
Yeah.
I'd go for the all ditch, like.
Yeah, I would as well if I was out like a
pub.
proper walk.
Yeah.
This was like walking
Yeah,
on Carrick
I
Lane.
get you. Yeah,
Do you know, so I couldn't. So to map it out. But isn't it awful? That's one thing now that I hate since I became a mum. My bladder, boobs, body ruined.
And then, you know what? If it's a man as well, just get the lad out and just, there you go.
There you go.
Turn your
I
back
know.
and just out.
Yeah, I know.
Grand life it where we have to stoop down.
Oh, I'm
You're falling into the ditch. You're like,
I know, and you should like pull the pants
Pulling
up
it
with your
up.
ankles and then like pull it forward so you
Yeah.
don't wet it.
yeah. And like, if do you know what, if you're trying to get away with it, like if you're in the woods or somewhere, you're hiding. Like it's grand for the man. They can just put it in and zip it up. Whereas we're crouched down. We have to pull up the knickers, and then we have to pull up the pants, and then we're tying this. Like we've got an extra of 10, 15 seconds
It's
risk
mental,
of being
isn't it?
seen, and we're usually seen.
Yeah, I know.
I actually remember, all right, myself and my two friends, we climbed Mount Brandon in Kerry around this time 2 years ago, and we were parked outside, and we thought the house was actually abandoned, you know?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And we were dying for a wee all the way down from the mountain. And then I remember going, lads, go behind the house there, go behind the house. And so I went first anyway. And then the other two girls went. But then the other girl, they were two sisters, and a fella came out the front, wasn't it actually his house?
No,
She
and you
was
were weighing out.
She was behind the back of his house
Weighing.
Yeah. And he came out and saw her. Yeah.
Oh, what did he say?
Oh, he was just going to give out to her and we just drove off.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, I remember him roaring and us driving off in my Kia Ceed. We laughed so much. Imagine that. Imagine you seeing a few girls in the back of your house in Carrigaline.
Weighing.
Actually, there's a fella down in Carrigaline that wanted me to set you up on a date. He listens to the show.
Oh, go on.
I'm not going to embarrass you there. I won't embarrass you. But let's just say he delivers stuff. I'm not going to say who it is. Listens to the pod.
He delivers stuff.
Delivers stuff, and whoever comes for a delivery, not the Amazon driver who
Put me up that
your
time.
dress.
Yeah, for anybody that missed that. This time last year, I'd say I was going to a wedding, couldn't pull up the zip of my dress. Next thing I looked out the window, I seen this Amazon driver. I booted it down the stairs, went to the door, come here, come here. He came over and he had to zip me up.
So funny.
And
And he was delighted with life though, weren't he?
He was scared.
Yeah.
So
Any
funny,
other driver probably like, I'd probably get the sack for this. But no, he was on there to 160,000 people, smiling away mad. I'm zipping up her dress.
zipping up her dress.
Very
Oh,
good.
so funny.
One thing that also happened to me this week, obviously you know the way it is hot, right? You sleep naked,
No,
even when it's really hot.
no.
No, I don't. You're not really into the naked thing.
I'm
are you?
not into the naked
No, I'm
thing
not
at all,
into
no.
the naked thing either. But I am sleeping in shorts now and like a
A
t-shirt.
bra, or even a bra. I wouldn't mind a bra and shorts.
Yeah, and do you know actually, the other people say, oh, wearing bra in bed is bad for you. There's no fact in that.
Isn't that my mum
myth.
always says?
No,
take
that's
off
a
your
myth.
bra.
I did
Yeah.
an article on that before with a doctor.
It's actually a
and
myth.
it's a myth.
Oh,
Yeah,
good
it's
to
a
know.
myth.
Yeah.
So anyway, do you know what? I have this like intrusive thought, like that I'm going to let myself out of my flat naked.
Yeah.
I just, every time I'm naked and I pass the door, I'm like, do it. And I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it, right? But anyway, my neighbour did see me naked there the morning because I was too hot and I had the window open and I was drying my hair. So I just had my top off and there I was blow drying the hair with the AirPods in watching Love Island, happy out. And then I looked out and I seen someone in knickers, right? And I was like, jeez, we're all out today. We're all stripped off today. And then I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it was my neighbour and there she was stroking the fucking cat. It wasn't her cat, she was mad stroking it. But like I was like going, what's going on? She's no pants on and she's stroking the cat. But then I was like, Jesus Christ, she's stroking the pussy. And then I was like, oh my God, I got no fucking top on here. So she looked up at me. I was watching her stroking the fucking pussy with no fucking pants on, just her knickers on, big pink knickers. I jumped and I just put on a top, a Disney top then, and dried the hair. So I was mortified. But then I actually put up a poll after just asking people who sleeps naked, right? 71% of people now at the moment sleeping naked.
No.
Everyone's in the nip around the country.
Oh,
No.
fair play. Yeah.
And then 29% saying not them.
Not them. Yeah.
No, I don't like the net. No, even after doing the deed, I remember saying this on the pod before. I would put on the old pajamas again.
Absolutely.
yes.
I would put on a lock and chain with the pajamas. Like, stay away from me now, lad.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's so I just don't get the naked thing.
I don't.
I don't
either.
even want a man in the bed with me naked. Just throw on the old jocks there.
Yuck. No.
Just throw them on. But there was a girl I was skitting during the week. She was sent a message there. She said, hi girls, just listening to Julie's story about the fella she was mauling. Well, I have a story, not the same, but it's funny. So I was on holidays with my future mother-in-law and sister-in-law, girly week in Puerto Rico. So like I'd always go topless when I'm abroad. So lying by the pool anyway, One day next, I hears, Mandy, how are ya? Before I could even sit up, a fella off my line in work standing there and my fecking titties all out right in front of his face. I couldn't grab the towel and make it more awkward. He just stood there not knowing where to look, chatting away for a good 15 to 20 minutes. I think he was just as embarrassed as me, but my fear was whenever I saw him in work, he's probably thinking I saw her little titties. He probably never did think that, but I always have it at the back of my mind, even to this day, when I see him and we're working together 22 years.
Oh my God. No, I couldn't.
Would you be so embarrassed? But what would you do, right, if you're there over in Lanzarote and you're sunbathing topless and some lad that you worked with there comes over, you can't find the towel or whatever, what would you do? Like, would you just have your hands on your boob?
No, I would just play it cool, I think.
Would you just sit up and just let him look
yeah,
at you?
it would be absolutely perfect.
Oh my God. You see there again, I'd have to sit, I'd be like, Jesus, John, I've covered myself up here. I'd probably be like, don't look at them, they're tiny. Please don't look at them.
But you get your boobs out, don't you?
You see, this is the thing. I would be getting them out now in Ballyhige or Banna Beach.
Yeah,
Because that, some fella from Ballydesmond then
Would
probably
say,
come down the road. Jesus,
yeah.
that's Dano's daughter there and she's topless. 'Cause that would be a thing, like.
Yeah.
Whereas then over in like Marbella and stuff like that, I would probably get them out. No, not only if it's a beach, right? I wouldn't be doing it like if it was
Poolside, like.
I would be doing it poolside, right? But then I'd still be a small bit awkward. It took me a good few years to get them out.
Oh, I would not. I'd have one boob with Fungarola and the other one be over in Belnagym. I couldn't go fucking topless.
Why does it make you feel uncomfortable having them out abroad? Is it who'd be looking at them?
That and because they're not perky, like. They're not to look at.
Mine are tiny.
Oh no, I don't think I could.
Yeah, see, it's funny, but then you'd have people who are like half naked. Like, actually, the time I was doing the whole towel scenario over in Tenerife, the one I ended up having a bit of an argument with over the sun.
Oh yeah.
I remember she was giving out to me and she'd no fucking top on, like, and all I was looking at was her tits.
I know.
And she was there going, "You left that seat. You should have given."
She was Irish, wasn't
yeah,
she?
Northern Irish, and I couldn't look at her serious because I was like, the two girls are out. Like, I couldn't take her serious. And there she was, like, eating the head off me. But I'd love to know from listeners. Like, do you have any stories about like sunbathing in Ireland being caught by your neighbour or something like that?
Yeah.
Or else, is there a difference between sunbathing in Ireland and sunbathing abroad? I think there's definitely, for me, sunbathing abroad.
Yeah, like as you said, you wouldn't do it down your local beach, but you'd do it abroad.
I do it abroad, yeah. And like, again, I said before, my sister, she loves being naked. She loves being naked. Loves it. Loves being naked. She's born to be naked. A lot of people. She does loads of naturists and they're doing it.
Yeah, I know.
A special beach is where they're nature. So do let us know, lads. So I was on the good old Daily Mail during the week and I saw this article on Dawn French. You know Dawn French?
Yeah.
He was the Vicar of Dibley, whatever. But I actually love this, right? So she dressed up as the Vicar of Dibley, right, to perform a moving eulogy at a living funeral. I think they call it like a FUN-eral.
Yeah.
For her friend who's 37, younger than myself, just a bit older than you, who had terminal cancer and wanted to celebrate her life before death. Like, I think that's an amazing idea.
I think it's strange then.
Do you often think of your funeral?
Yes, yeah, I do.
And like, would you be thinking she better be fucking at my funeral or whatever?
Yeah, but like if I knew now, go off bit touch with it, if I was given, we say, 6 months there to live, I'd have a party.
Yeah, like this was like a party.
Oh, it wasn't a funeral. They weren't doing prayers of the faithful, like.
No, she did an amazing eulogy. She did an amazing eulogy. But like, it was a living funeral where, you know, they did have a good laugh. She's dying of breast cancer.
That's right,
But they did have a good laugh. But like, I often think of it like, I want mine to be a bit of a laugh.
I do too.
You know what I mean?
But I just don't understand. Was it in a church? She was in a church.
Yeah, it was in a church.
Well, why not go to a pub
cathedral?
and just have
I'd say they probably
party.
moved on to one. They did move on to one. But like, I think, you know, we should celebrate the life when we're alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Great. But I would have a party. I wouldn't have no prayers, no nothing. I'd have some people saying speeches.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd go to a church.
And then, like, what kind of speeches? Like, how brilliant you are.
Oh, how amazing. I'd probably have to write it out myself.
See, I would too. I want everyone there. Like, would you want everyone crying and stuff?
No.
No, I think I'd want people like devastated and me going around saying, look, it'll be grand. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'll be fun. It'll move on. Yeah, it'll move on. It'll be fine without me. But then, like, kind of going, you better not move on without me, you know? A bit of that.
Well, how could, like, God forbid now, if you were given a couple of months and we had a funeral for you, how could I sit there and cry because you're only over the...
I know.
The next year over.
It's kind of hard. But if I was to have a song at my funeral, I'd have Tina Turner, Simply the Best.
Oh, God.
God rest Tina. She only passed away there a while ago. I'd have Simply the Best And you know that one, I get knocked down, I get up again.
Oh, yeah.
I do that
brilliant.
one. Because there was a story there of a woman over in South America and she got a stroke. They were burying her.
Yeah.
She started knocking on the fucking coffin. She was alive.
Oh, no. And actually, I seen a TikTok only last week and he wanted this recording played at his funeral as, you know, the coffin would be lowered. Get me out! And you could hear it banging.
Oh my God.
I'm still alive, get me out. But he was actually dead, but he pre-recorded that. And a family member then had to play it. I think that was very funny.
That's very good.
The comments now were like, for fuck's sake.
Oh, sure, of course. What song would you have?
Don't Stop Me Now, I'm having a good time.
Oh, yeah, that's good, yeah.
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 I like that.
Imagine having a crack there now.
Yeah. My mom wants Time to
Yes, that was really popular in this poll I read.
That's
See, you don't want to fucking cry. I remember we used to sing Near My God to Me. I was in the choir in Ballydesmond, right? I don't know who was fucking dead anyway, but like I was crying. I didn't even know that.
I know, it's the songs.
It's terrible. They played that when the Titanic was going down.
Time
Near
to say
My
goodbye.
God to Thee. No,
oh,
Near
yeah.
My God to Thee. Not Time to Say My Goodbye. It was like 70 years later, girl. Jesus Christ almighty, here we go. Wait until we do Are You Smart than Your 5-year-old?
Looking forward to that one. So speaking of funerals, I actually put up a question box there during the week to the listeners and give us some ideas where you did something wrong, like go to the wrong funeral or whatever. So I got it loads in. So this poor girl, I put a hairdresser's voucher in the basket instead of a mass card at a funeral. The man, God love him, was bald.
Oh my God.
Oh, stop.
My husband convinced me to go to a funeral saying it was a relation of someone we knew too well. Sympathised with everyone and didn't know one of them. Got to the end and was looking around the place. Signed the book of condolences. They must have wondered who on earth we were. Realised we knew absolutely no one.
Wrong one. Another one here came in. My first day in a new job, I was outside waiting for office to open. I put £2 in a beggar's cup. He wasn't begging. It was a cup of coffee. He stared at me. I muttered, "Sorry, I thought you were a beggar." Then went into work and it turns out he was my new manager. Just sitting outside having a coffee and a smoke before work. I left a couple of weeks later.
Oh, that is so embarrassing.
I'd be perfect.
Oh, right. Okay, this is another one. Walked up behind an old lady thinking it was an aunt and grabbed her bag, but it wasn't her.
Oh my God. Imagine somebody grabbed your bag there now as you're walking down the street.
Someone else was sending me voice messages there a couple of weeks ago telling me that they like went in somewhere and they like smacked someone's arse.
Oh God.
Thinking it was someone, you know, just for the crack, but it was totally the wrong person.
Oh my God.
And like if you're at work, like you don't get, I know someone that got the
sack over that.
Work for slapping someone's arse.
No.
Hold on, I actually have one here. Slap my fella's arse in Super Value with a fly swatter. It wasn't him.
Oh my God.
Imagine the embarrassment.
I would actually just turn on my heels and run. Be gone like. This man here, my uncle sat in the wrong wedding reception, had the starters, and then realised the bride wasn't me.
Oh my God, that's funny. There's a guy I know from Ballydesmond. He went to the wrong wedding as well.
The wrong wedding, yeah.
The wrong wedding. I have another one here. No, you'll get this one. Imagine if this one was you. I was pregnant, loaded the groceries into the car, and it wouldn't start. Wasn't her car.
Oh.
So imagine how
I done that a couple of times as well. Went over to the wrong car. I was trying to open and like, what is wrong with my car?
That's so embarrassing. Did you ever get into the wrong car?
I never actually got in. No. This girl here wrote in. This is fucking brilliant. I got with the wrong lad for fucking 6 years.
Oh, I love that. Another one here. Went to the wrong funeral. I had no glasses on. Realised when a family member got up to thank everyone.
Oh yeah, see, a lot of people went to the wrong funerals.
A lot of them at the wrong weddings as well. See, if you were walking in, right, if you were just going into the start of the wake, right, you're seeing the dead body, but you're kind of going in, would you go around and shaking all the hands, or would you walk out?
It depends. Like if there was a big queue and they wouldn't have spotted me, I probably would have walked out alright. But if it was kind of awkward, I'd have to shake all the.
I probably would go around shaking hands with everyone and probably would say a prayer at the top.
A prayer,
and then kind of say prayers and oh my fucking God, I can't believe this happened.
I know.
Hold on, I actually have one here. Slap my fella's arse in Super Value with a fly swatter. It wasn't him.
Oh my God.
Imagine the embarrassment.
I would actually just turn on my heels and run. Be gone like. Girls, there are 2 churches in Ballincollig where I live, and I went to the wrong church for a girl's funeral I was in school with. When I got to the wrong church, it was packed, so I just signed the book. Thanks for all the giggles in school. Turns out it was an old man's funeral. Imagine his poor wife reading that.
Oh my God. I've one last one here. I know a lady who got on a fire engine and thought it was the bus.
I seen that as well. God. That was very funny.
So it's time for Are You Smart smarter than your 5-year-olds. For any new listeners, Julie has 2 twins, Erin Rose and Fionn, and they're 5. So obviously I'd be messing around with Julie about her spellings and just think, no, you're actually fairly intelligent. Like, you're street smart.
The last time I got 0 out of 5.
Well, you're street smart. I'm not all that either. Jesus, I'm not like, I'm really not. You see the shit I have to Google every week. Honest to God, like, I'm like, what's that about? But, so I asked Julie 5 questions. This first one now, I can't wait to ask you this. It's a spelling, and it's spell angel.
Angel.
Right, you got that right. Because Julie put up on her Instagram, she was wearing a lovely white dress, and she goes, white, because I'm an angle, right? Angle. I turned on the phone, was it Wednesday morning, and I was like, please fucking tell me she did that on purpose to wind me up. Did you do it on purpose?
I did.
I couldn't believe it, but there is a thing, you know, the way like we're going on about Facebook statuses, people were going, oh, my little angle, and they actually can't spell it.
Yeah, I know.
My poor angle and all this, you know. So I was like, did she do that? And then I posted it going, no, she didn't. And then after I was like, do you know what? She actually did do that to wind me up. So
yeah, because you did message me and I said, you know me so well.
Yeah. So anyway, name the 7 dwarves is number 2.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah.
Grumpy.
Yeah.
Oh,
people roaring now at the podcast. Roaring.
Sleepy, happy, grumpy.
Something you would call a name to someone.
Boring.
No. It's hardly a dwarf called boring. Jesus.
I don't know. Like
dopey.
Dopey.
Like you dope.
A bit like me.
Dope.
Give me another clue.
Embarrassed. Bashful.
I would have never got that one.
You've a flu. You've got the flu.
Sneezy.
And then there's one more. Where would you go if you had this sneeze?
Sleepy.
No. Doc.
Doc.
Yeah, the doc. There's Doc, sleepy, dopey, grumpy, happy, bashful, and sneezy. That's them. Right, okay, we're really going for like primary school theme here today. Okay. Who was Popeye's wife?
Oh
Your
my
children
God.
watch these programmes.
I could see her. Does she wear a blue dress?
Well, I'm not on about what does she wear.
What
was her name? You'll kick yourself now. There's people roaring now listening to this.
What does it begin with?
Oh.
No.
Olive oil.
Oh, fuck it.
Right, okay. Number 4. If you mix blue and red, what colour does it make?
Yellow. Pink. Orange.
Oh my God. 1 out of 4. Spelling angle, right, Angel. Purple. This is now, you have to get this one. You know the way you loved your angles? I'm going to ask you, number 5, how many sides has a sexagon?
6.
Yes! 2 out of 5. I did that one easy enough now. 6. I was like, if she gets that one wrong.
Yeah.
You do like your angles.
I do like my...
How many sides in a triangle?
3. Yeah.
How many sides in a circle?
None.
Good. I was just waiting for that one.
Go on, ask me another one. I was waiting for this one.
What is Pythagoras theorem? I don't know. I'm not going to go on down that line. What is 3 squared?
9.
Jesus, there you go. We're going to have to go to secondary school questions next week.
I'm getting good.
Going to be getting very smarter than 15-year-olds. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5, right? Okay. So we do our icks.
Yes. So obviously every week we do our icks segment, and I have an ick. My ick this week is mix match socks.
Oh, I thought you were saying Mitch from Love Island.
I was trying to say, I couldn't get the word.
Match socks.
Mitch. What? How'd you say it?
Miss. Oh,
mix.
No, say it again. Say
mix matched. Mix match. How'd you say it?
Mismatched.
Mismatched. Miss.
Go on. Your own socks or the lad socks?
Oh, I'd never mismatch my socks. That's very hard to say.
Mismatched socks. Say it again.
Mismatched socks.
Mismatched socks.
All together now.
Mismatched socks. Whose socks though?
Theirs.
The men.
The men, yeah. Ugh.
Some men have a thing for that. They like that. Did your fella not have?
No, his was grand.
Yeah, he had the same socks on.
Yeah, but they weren't, you know, that nice bone white.
Yeah, you like that. And then kind of a Nike tick.
Yeah.
Yeah. My ick this week was, do you know when you're going to the toilet? Well, obviously, like you do know, we all do it we do it every 10 minutes. You know when you're going to the toilet and when you're trying to get the toilet paper, but it's really, really annoying when you can't get it out.
So annoying.
Like, do you know, I don't mind the one where you've got toilet roll, do you know, the different like sheets?
Yeah.
That's okay. But you know when you can't get it out and you're like clawing it.
And it's like really tight and you're trying to get your hand
really
up there.
Thin toilet roll and you're trying to get up there.
God.
And then whenever you pull it, then like a tiny bit comes out. Drives me mad.
So annoying.
Because do you know what I do then? When I'm open, it's not that I'm a germaphobe or anything like that, right? Because when I am opening up the door of the toilet, I'll always get tissue and open it.
Would you?
Come out with it, yeah.
The
and then
handle.
I'm not into the all dryers either. I bring the tissue out
I
to dry
do
my
as well.
hands.
Yeah, I don't like the
people are
dryers.
saying about the dryers and stuff like that. There's more germs in them than all that. But there's meant to be more germs in a keyboard than anywhere. Keyboard like for typing.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Instead of like, there's more germs on a keyboard.
Or
I
a
think,
remote
than a toilet.
control.
Remote control.
Yeah.
Yeah, remote control. That was my ick now this week. Like a silly one, but that's what icks are about.
Yeah, just for the crack.
Yeah, so there's a few of your icks, right?
So somebody wrote into us and she said, when a lad goes to the pub by themselves or a nightclub. Now, I wouldn't like a nightclub, but I wouldn't mind a pub.
I don't like the nightclub either. Then I have another one here. Wrangler jeans and a check shirt.
I wouldn't mind that either.
Wranglers kind of came back with Yellowstone.
What about... Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know. Kevin
What?
Costner.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a man when he gets up on that horse.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to say? You were going to say something else there?
Do you like a check shirt?
I don't mind a check shirt.
What about a check shirt, jeans and a belt?
Not too bad. I like the check pants because they play them in golf.
Oh,
It's my thing now.
golf.
That's my thing. Telling you, bring on the open. But I don't the K Club now later on.
Loud chewing and slurring their tea. That's you.
I don't drink tea, so I don't slur.
You don't slur, but you're loud.
I'm very conscious of this eating thing. When I go eating with a fella again,
Oh, I would. I'd put a muzzle on you first before.
I don't realise that at all.
So loud, the whole of Dublin. You really shook Dublin that day with your burger.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, Brenda, are you alright there?
Was that only that day?
Yeah, it was actually only that day. Oh, remember we had a
bad day that
we had a
day.
bad
Yeah,
day. You take your anger out on the burger.
Yeah, they were taking it out on the burger.
What about a fella who sits with their legs crossed, girls?
I don't mind that, but you know what? I'm always thinking about the willy. No, as in, is it sore? Like, where does it go? Like, seriously, where is it going? But if you think about it, where does it go? If they cross it, right?
Yeah.
Does it go in between their legs or what? Can a fella let us know? Where do you think it goes?
I don't know. I never thought of it, but now I can't stop thinking of it.
Then I'm kind of like, if he's doing that, then...
Where does the willy go?
Well, I did see an Instagram post, actually. What I said about men with big noses last week, right? I do like a man with a big nose. But there's scientific fact that a man with a big nose has something else. That's true.
It's like saying a man with big feet has a big...
But I do know that's not true, but this is scientifically proven, so there's a reason that I like a man with a big nose. There you go. But I don't know about the willy. So one more here. My ex used to wear suit shoes with jeans and they went clickety-click when he walked.
Suit shoes?
Like, do you know the proper shoe? Do you know if you're going to a wedding?
No.
Those with jeans. Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't be big into that now either.
Yeah, you'll be seeing your fella now later on. You didn't like his shoes last week.
I know. I'll have to close my eyes.
You'll have to, yeah, but you know now you're going to go straight down looking at the shoes.
Of course, absolutely.
Before.
And if he crosses his legs,
if he crosses his
game
legs.
over.
If he crosses his legs, no, you'll be thinking about you when he crosses his
I
legs.
know. Where's
it go? Does it go above or in between? I don't know. Do you
and
not ever
is
think
the
of
leg
that?
that's crossed over sitting on it?
But this is it. Do you not think of
I never
that?
did. Lou said it. Now I can't get it out of my mind.
He'll be crossing his legs now with the sneakers on later on after shifting you. I can't wait for next week's podcast when you tell me what happens, how we end up shifting each other.
Oh, stop. Right. On that note, we are finishing up. So from me, Julie Haynes, thanks so much for listening.
And for me, Brenda Dennehy, it was a pleasure and a delight, and we'll chat to you all next week.